Welcome back. Well, in today's Community in Focus, we are spotlighting a local lawmaker with some long ties to Southern Illinois. We're talking about Congressman Mike Bost, who serves in Illinois' 12th congressional district. And of course, he joins me in studio. Congressman Bost, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for having me in. I appreciate it.
Well, it's our pleasure. Let's kind of talk about, I'm curious. Now, we talked a little bit before the interview,
Right.
but you have a long history with Southern Illinois. So not only did you graduate from Murfreesboro High School, you've also been a firefighter. How did you wind up in politics?
A lot of people ask that question.
I bet.
I came home, I went off to the Marine Corps.
Okay.
My wife and I got married very young and came back from the Marine Corps, ran the family trucking business with my grandparents, my father, cousins, uncle, just a family business,
Yeah.
and began to watch what was happening. I was involved with different clubs and stuff like that, and I was only 23 years old, but decided that there were some things going on at local government I was frustrated with. Didn't know whether I was Republican or Democrat, went and read the platforms. We had to go to a thing called the library back then to do that.
Right.
And then decided that by reading the Ronald Reagan platform and the Republicans, and then the Walter Mondale Democrat, I was Republican. Got involved with the Republican Party, got elected to county board, then city treasurer, then township trustee, got asked to run for state rep, didn't do it right off, but then did do it, and then was 20 years state rep, and now here we're in our 11th year of being a member of Congress. God had plans, I guess. And
Apparently so. Well, what was the first year that you did take office, sir?
Of any office at all?
Any office at all.
1984.
1984.
What
20,
office was
that?
I was elected when I was 23 and took office when I was 24.
Wow.
Because, and it was county board.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackson County Board, District 4.
Well, and that is a great way to get your foot wet,
Yeah,
really dip your toes
it
into county
let
government.
you know, and I never thought I'd be doing this by any means. It was family business. I was still involved with the business, and I was going to do that. And then after I ran for state rep and lost the very first time, became a full-time firefighter with the city of Murfreesboro. Great job. It was a job where you could do all the things your mom said you're not supposed to do. So.
Right. Well, everybody over there at the Murphy Fire Station is pretty great anyway. So
great people.
What a great place to get your foundation.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on a little bit.
Right.
Now, I understand that you've got some things happening at the Marion VA. Let's talk about that.
Well, first off, never thought this truck driver's son would be a member of Congress, but I also never realized in any way, shape, or form that this corporal would be chairman of the VA committee.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor that I can't even describe to the people how much of an honor it is. But we were able to get some grants through the VA directed towards not only the Marion VA, but also, remember, right across the river in the northern part of my district is Jefferson Barracks as well as John Hopkins. And we got, in Marion, we got $800 million for, these are not major construction, but actually a lot of small construction, renovating the patient private and care unit, and renovating rooms for the CT machine, and upgrading electronic health records program, because that system is now being turned up nationwide. It's a slow process, but it should be hopefully getting lined out by the time it gets to Marion and our St. Louis locations.
Recently had a loved one in the Marion VA, and to know that those critical care units are going to be upgraded, that is a fantastic thing to hear for our veterans.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you, a majority of the people at the VA do it for the right reasons.
Yes,
you know,
they
we
do.
have to have oversight to make sure we have the people sometimes that do it for the wrong reasons, but that's what our job is to make sure that our veterans remember. I always look at it that as with the VA chairman, I tell people, I said, DOT breaks them, and we try to make sure they're put as close back together as we possibly can.
Well, let's move on to another project that I know that you've sunk your teeth into, and that is the Crab Orchard Greenway Trail. Tell me about that.
Well, we've got about $12 million to add to, if everybody's noticed the construction along.
It's hard to avoid.
Avoid it, yeah. And the advantage is that pedestrians, whether riding bikes, runners, hikers, whatever, will be able to have all of these trails. This helps add to that another 12 miles of that, so that you will be able to make the 54 miles by the time it's all said and done, that I believe will draw people to Southern Illinois to enjoy their Crab Orchard area and the Crab Orchard Refuge and all around Southern Illinois, and just know how beautiful it is to a place to go.
Well, I'm glad you said that too, because it's not just about pedestrian safety. I mean, this is about giving people a way to tour Southern Illinois.
That's correct.
Yeah.
If you want to take your bike and ride those trails, then wonderful. And
get
there's a lot of them, and long trails, yeah.
Yes, sir. You said 54 miles,
54
correct?
miles by the time it's said and done.
Good grief. All right. Well, that's an awesome way to tour our beautiful Southern
You bet.
Illinois. Well, another big grant is going to help with medical care in Franklin
Right.
County. Could you talk about that a little bit? I know that we've got Franklin Hospital there.
Right.
Is that where this applies?
This is back in March, we announced a $1.9 million Health and Human Service grant for medical care in Franklin County. It was awarded to the Christopher Greater Area Rural Planning Corporation to help them improve access to medical care here in Southern Illinois.
All right.
You know, rural health care is always a challenge, and we always got to make sure we're making that investment. The big, beautiful bill had $54 billion in rural health care advancements and help.
Well, I know CRHPC, they have been a long-standing fixture in Franklin County, and so we love to see that money filter into there as well. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, having represented our area for so long, what are some of the things that you love most about Southern Illinois?
Well, remember, I was born and raised here in Southern Illinois. Our family settled it when it was a territory. After my time, and my wife was with me as we traveled around the Marine Corps, we knew that we wanted to come home, and this would be where we raise our family, because Southern Illinois values. When I was a state legislator, I bragged about it. If I'm a member of Congress, I brag about it. I represent the most beautiful part of Illinois, where it goes from the true Illinois, the flat land of the corn rolling, into the Shawnee Forest, the land between the Mississippi and Ohio, everything from Garden of the Gods to Giant City, and the love I have for my friends and family that are here, and it is where our roots go deep.
It certainly would make you passionate about what you do, sir.
Well, it's home. It's home, and quite often this job keeps me away from home, but it's always where we come back to.
Well, before we go, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Well, know that the people over this August time frame, we're going to be traveling. Remember, my district is 34 counties. It's 1/3 of the state's landmass. Now, many of those counties have a whole lot more deer population than human. But that being said, we'll be traveling around talking about the big, beautiful bill and other things that we're doing in Congress, because we don't get home as often as we'd love to talk about what's going on and know what the plans are for the future, hopefully growing the economy. If people want to reach out, we have offices in Mascoutah, we have offices in Murfreesboro, and we have an office in Effingham as well. And then we have satellite offices that travel around all of the 34 counties. Reach out, we're online, we're available, and we have a great staff.
Anybody has a question for you, you will make yourself accessible.
You betcha.
All right. Well, Congressman Bost, thank you for
Thank you
joining
for
us
having
on the
me
show
on.
today. It's been our pleasure.